week 2 of the Tory Lanez trial. I'm walking into court right now. Today, the prosecution is expected to rest their case. The defense is expected to open their case, and what I think they're going to start with is the eyewitness. If I were them, I would start with the eyewitness. He's the most impartial person. His house, last week at trial, they established with the ballistics expert that given where the gun casings fell, the shooting happened in a very close proximity to where this eyewitness's window was, from which he said he heard the sound, then he looked out the window. We will see what they start with. I'll keep you up to date. We're going to have a lunch break update. There's going to be an afternoon break update. That comes around 3 o'clock. That's going to be subscribers only. And then there's going to be an evening full day recap piece. 2 of the Tory Lanez trial. The one independent witness, the homeowner who was at the house right in front of this shooting, will testify this afternoon. The defense is calling him as a witness. The prosecution didn't call him. That's a shame. Number 2, the judge allowed rap lyrics into evidence. That's a huge shame. Let me tell you, not just did they let the rap lyrics come in, the rapper is not even here. They're using a rap song allegedly done by Kelsey. Kelsey is not here to testify about the lyrics. Instead, the judge allowed an investigator to say, I heard the song, this is what it says, here's evidence for this case. Unbelievable. The only thing more shameful was the prosecution's presentation of the rap lyrics using one of their investigators. Let me show you how that went down. Let me tell you what this investigator did on the stand today. And somebody call the governor, because first off, the rap lyrics should never have been used. And this investigator should, let me tell you, listen to this. It's absurd. So then the prosecutor says, hey, in this song, doesn't it say, isn't this Kelsey rapping that, oh, I didn't shoot you should clear my name? And the investigator's like, yes. Okay, defense goes up. Hey, in this song, doesn't Kelsey also rap about Meg is lying to the DA and Meg is lying to her manager, and that her manager, somebody named Dez, is making threats on Kelsey? And the investigator's like, no, I don't know. Can you show me playing dumb? And the guy's like, wait, didn't you come here to testify about what this song says, but you can't answer any of my questions on the stuff that doesn't fit your narrative, basically? So the prosecutor comes back on and says, hey, wait, but all that stuff about lying, there's only one mention of lying with the DA, isn't there? And so this investigator is like, yeah, there's only one. Okay, now the defense goes on. Hey, wait, I just asked you, can you tell me about all the other mentions of lying? You said you don't know, you have to review the whole song. But when the prosecutor came up and asked you to confirm there's just one, you just jumped out of your seat and were like, yes. How does all your memory come back about the song when the prosecutor asks you questions, but you know nothing when I ask you? A very, very fair point from the defense. Look, we'll see what the eyewitness has to say, but like I said, somebody call the governor. Using rap lyrics of the defendant, where the defendant can actually defend himself against the lyrics, is one thing. Using the rap lyrics of another rapper, where that rapper is actually in court and you can ask him questions about what the song is after the prosecution uses it, is another thing. Using rap lyrics about a song that we don't even know who wrote it, who's singing it, some investigator says they found it on the internet, is a whole other thing. And then when that investigator decides to have selective memory, just like Meg and Kelsey, whenever the defense asks them a question about a song that their sole job, the only reason they're here is to listen to that song, come to court and testify it, but you don't remember a single line about, oh, I'm lying, about, oh, managers are threatening me, about, oh, you don't remember any of the stuff. That's a neutral investigation. That's what's going on, California. Update. Prosecutors just tried to charge Tory with 2 new felony counts of intimidating a witness. 1 for intimidating Meg, 2 for intimidating Kelsey. They want these charges added to the criminal complaint, and they want these charges to go to the jury at this trial. The judge said, what? Hold up now. We just finished pretty much all the testimony. By the way, there's about 1 day of testimony left, maybe 2. And you guys want to add 2 new counts for what? Based on what? How long have you had this information? They said, well, we know that he's been threatening to pay them $1 million, and we had that information a while ago, but we didn't know how they were going to testify. The judge said, no, that's not how this works. You cannot add these charges to this trial right now. It would be so unfair to the jury to hear, to the defendant to hear that this is what you're trying to do. So the judge denied it. If they want to charge him with intimidating a witness, they can do that with a separate case. It's not going to happen on this case. As to the rest of the trial, testimony will conclude probably tomorrow, maybe the day after. Closing statements coming on Wednesday or Thursday. We should get a verdict. I don't know how long it's going to take the jury, but this is going to be given to the jury by Thursday or Friday. More updates to come. Wow. All right, there was a report about a juror having some potential improper contact. The internet was taking a tweet and running with it. That's not what the tweet said. So first off, let's be clear on what the issue with the juror is. There's a juror who has an issue. Has nothing to do with contacting Tory's team. Their issue are medical doctor appointments that were preventing them from being able to attend the trial. They've told the judge, and now the judge is discussing with the lawyers whether, given this juror's need to show up to their doctor's appointments, they need to be replaced with an alternate. Separately, the prosecution has raised the issue that the jurors are walking in and out of the courtroom and don't always have a sheriff's escort with them. So the prosecution is saying that there is the potential for improper contact between jurors and members of the media, members of the audience, members of the public, and anybody in Tory's team. They could be walking into the building together. They could end up in an elevator together. And so as a result, the prosecution is asking the judge to make sure that the sheriff's department escorts the jurors in and out of the courtroom and make sure that there is no improper contact between jurors and the defendant or the media or members of the public. That's all. I don't expect this to be a big issue. We will see if ultimately this juror gets replaced or not. But like I said, just not a big issue.